while we're still talking about Trump, we should say that new polls have come out. And contrary to what Republicans deeply, deeply wished, after Donald Trump had his offensive attack on Mexicans, did the Republican Party punish Donald Trump? Did they come to their senses and realize we can't have this guy be our candidate?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, folks, but I literally just broke out laughing when I saw this. Jeb Bush has gained some ground, folks. He's almost broke 20%. He's almost got 1/5 of support, up from 13% in May. And coming in second is Scott Walker. Nope, sorry. This is a national poll, not Scott Walker. It is Governor Chris Christie. No, that would be hilarious. Is it Marco Rubio? No. Oh, it must be Carly Fiorina. How did she? No. No, ladies and gentlemen, coming in second, up 9 percentage points in a matter of weeks in national polling from CNN is Donald Trump. He is now at 12%. This all but cements his participation in the debates in August.
And when was this poll taken?
This poll was taken days ago.
Before the NBC announcement, I think, probably.
Oh yeah, make no mistake about it.
To make him rise even higher.
Are you kidding? The fact that he's standing up to NBC and Macy's? Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, okay, I got it. Trump follows at 12%. Then Mike Huckabee at 8%. Then Ben Carson at 7%. Then Rand Paul at 7%. And then Marco Rubio. Not even in the top 5. Scott Walker, also down. Rubio is down 8 percentage points since May. Scott Walker is down 4 percentage points. This is just hilarious. And the funniest piece in this CNN report is that the poll conducted just before New Jersey Governor Chris Christie formally launched his campaign, as if that makes any difference whatsoever. They might as well have written, as Chris Christie stands at 3%. The poll was conducted just before Sam Seder formally launched his campaign, as to how much this is going to impact the Republican race. I just love the fact that people are actually even talking about Chris Christie. Is Sonny Bono still alive? Because if he ran for president, it would have more impact than Chris Christie running for president at this point. In terms of subgroups, conservatives split their support between Bush and Trump. That is why you're going to see people like Ted Cruz, people like Scott Walker in particular. You're going to see Mike Huckabee, although he's already there, going to follow Donald Trump down these wormholes that he takes them. Among voters age 50 and older, 14% support Bush, 14% support Trump. They want those old voters because that is the Republican base. By contrast, amongst Republicans under the age of 50, Bush is the only candidate in double digits with 23%. Trump has just 9%. Moderate or liberal Republicans back Bush over Trump 27% to 10%. So look at those disparities, 23% to 9%, 27% to 10%. And you get a notion, since Bush is only 7% up, of just like what the Republican base is. So this is just turning into, I mean, there are somewhere, and I don't know what control they think they have over anything, but there are Republicans meeting right now saying, like, what are we going to do? I mean, I think to a certain extent, this is the best case scenario for Jeb Bush. Because now people are saying, like, wait a second, we may get Donald Trump. That would be a huge problem. Let's just go for our second worst candidate, and that is Jeb Bush. Meanwhile, I really do think it looks like the Republican Party is finding out just how dumb Scott Walker is, which I guess to their credit. His support in Iowa has dropped from 25% in February to 18% now. In second place in Iowa, are you ready for this, folks? Donald Trump. Donald Trump is now second place nationally, second place in Iowa, second place in New Hampshire. However, to be fair, he's tied for second place in Iowa with Dr. Ben Carson.
High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, hoodlay, hoodlay, hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, hoodlay, hoodloo. Ho, ho, lady.
Talk about things coming home to roost.
What does that even mean?
Speaking of Dr. Ben Carson, he just tweeted out, I guess, Happy Canada Day to our 8,000 friends north of the border.
Are those like people who like his Facebook page?
I have no idea.
It could be.
What does that mean?
It could be. It could be. That's what it could be.
Very random.
It's very random.
Everyone's calling him out on it.
Dr. Ben Carson was asked, was basically saying, like, why do people live in Canada? Why don't they just call themselves America?